So there is a brand new boss fight added into Outbreak with Season 3 Reloaded, and it's the Orda from Firebase Z. In this video, we're going to explain exactly how you come across it, an overview of its attacks, both returning and new attacks, and the best ways to go against this boss fight, because this is very hard. Without proper preparation, this thing will end your Outbreak game. Come along with me, let's tell you everything you need to know. And if you enjoy this video, then a like rating would be super appreciated. So the first things to know about the Orda is it can appear on every map in Outbreak from round 2 onwards. Furthermore, it will roam around the map freely and it will do nothing until you get close to it or start attacking it. Now, of course, since this is a huge boss fight, you definitely want to be using ranged weapons against this thing. Now, you can see in this clip, we're on round 5 here with the ray gun, and it is definitely very good to be using the ray gun for this boss fight. Furthermore, any ranged weapon is going to be incredibly useful against this thing, but it has a few different attacks that you don't remember before. It can shoot out a wave of dogs. It will just literally keep shooting dogs out of its hand. And it also has attacks where if you get close to it, it will go ahead and stomp down on the ground, pushing you back, as well as swinging his arm to swing anything in its way out of the way, including you. It still has that same critical hit damage area like in the Firebase Z final boss fight, and that's where you want to be doing a lot of damage. But what makes this difficult is that you have a ton of zombies that will obviously be spawning around this thing. He summons zombies to spawn, which makes it even more difficult to attack him. And furthermore, he can use these zombies to his advantage. If you get too far away from this thing, as in run away far enough, he will actually start retreating. He'll be moving backwards and he'll summon a load of zombies, which will then actually heal his health. So this is something to watch out for. You definitely don't want to run away from the Orda, because if you do, he's just going to do this attack move where he's going to be draining health from the enemies that are spawned nearby in order to bring his health back up. So you could essentially be fighting this thing forever if you keep running away from it. So you definitely don't want to be doing that. Now, as you see with some of his attacks, even like his ground pound stomp, it can hurt you and it can move you. So you need to be very careful. As you're seeing right here, this is the health draining move, where what you want to do when he is doing that is simply just get close to him and start shooting those areas of the ground that he's embedded his arms in, and that will stop the attack. But if not, he will just continuously regain health, as you can see right here. But he's a real bullet sponge. I'm using the Krig 6 here, double pack-a-punched at tier 4, and you can see just how little it's really doing to him. So the ray gun is definitely a great thing to use against the Orda if you can get your hands on it. And luckily, I got it to drop from an Orda a couple of rounds previously. So let's look at some of the rewards that you get. So you get a max ammo, which I think you'd expect at least, and then you get the potential of a wonder weapon drop, which I had the ray gun, but in this occasion I also had the Ray K84, but I couldn't pick it up because I already had the ray gun. And then I have a few tier 5 legendary weapons to pick up, as well as a tier 4 and a support streak as well. Now, from my personal experience against the Orda, I wouldn't recommend going up against this in the lower rounds unless you have a good loadout sorted, because sometimes the risk involved trying to take this thing down isn't worth the reward. If you have a great loadout, then I would recommend it, because you are going to be getting the benefits from potentially a wonder weapon drop super early, as well as the chances of getting perks, alternate ammo type drops, and getting weapons at super high tiers really early on. I'm going to end this video by showing you some raw gameplay of me fighting against the Orda so you can really understand what is involved with this boss fight. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below, drop the video a like, and I'll see you for another one soon.
it over. Won't turn it down. Better to have it.